Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Mick Abel. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering is down low. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Boom. Has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
And that drops in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran outfielder, Juan Soto. Fastball is outside. Two down, nobody on. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Batting fourth, the first
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. That one inside, ball 2.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board. Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a bouncer. Real Muto to first. And that takes care of Alonso. And that is the inning. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the hill in this one, Griffin Canning. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out to short. Lindor on the run, sends it over to first. On the money. Nice play. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
And strike two. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One out, bases empty. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-2.
Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he chases that one. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after one. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Fastball for a strike. Sets him down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Second inning here, no score. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Two up, two down in the top of the second.
Batting seven, the catcher, number 4, Francisco.
Two down, bases empty. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That one in 95, missed up top, and that's ball 2. That one misses. Now 3-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second homer this series, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. And 1-2. That one missed. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The second baseman,
Ronnie Mauricio now.
Mauricio.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Stop. Handles, throws the first. Third out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
One down, Phillies down a run. Yeah, that's fouled off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2.
Two out, space is empty. That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. And Realmuto is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're down 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now here is Francisco Lindor. The 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And the sweeper is in for a strike. 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Pitch misses inside. 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Pete Alonso up next. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting 8, the first baseman, number 4.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. 1 down, base is empty. And that's way high. And the count's even at 2.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That's in there. And the count 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down in order. They still trail 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And the polar bear strikes out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Next to hit, Jared Young. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. McNeil headed home. Now a relay to third. In there safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing,
Alvarez.
nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. Outside low, and it's 2-1. One away with a runner at third. To first, that's it out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go, bottom four. And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Next pitch misses way outside.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And there's a ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one misses. 3-1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, no outs. And here comes Alec Bohm. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Young makes the grab on the run. Throw comes into third, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
To short, could be 2. To Mauricio for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Now pitching for the
back,
Phillies.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ranger Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in
Leading
for New
off
York,
the net,
Ronnie
the second
Mauricio.
baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
One ball.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering is outside. And it remains 2-2. And that one hit to first. And that chance handled. The flip to the pitcher covering. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco
Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
That one is absolutely belted. Castellanos ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's ripping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strom up and loosening in the pen. Wheeler warming up as well. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Max
off
Kepler at the plate.
The left
Well, these
fielder,
fans definitely want to get
Kepler.
involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And now it's JT Realmuto. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
The batter, number 5.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So back-to-back strikeouts now and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Next is the speedy first baseman. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. And that's outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brandon Marsh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo going back on it. Oh! He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 2-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So up next, Brandon Marsh. Just missed. Hot shot to third. Throws to first, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 2-2 game. Back here in Philadelphia, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
And that's downstairs and outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tanner Banks up and throwing. Lazar also getting ready. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a ball popped up. Boom. Makes his way towards it and makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that's down and away. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Number 1. Designated hitter, Jeff McNeil.
That's too low. And a count 2-1. Out to short, Turner. Tosses to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. On the mound now, Clay Holmes.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Trey Turner at the plate.
For the Phillies, the shortstop.
They partnered back in 2023. Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek preparing to come on if needed. Davinsky getting loose as well. The 1-2. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Schwarber.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Brady.
Swung on, belted. Into the corner, but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around second is Turner. The throw to third. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now here is Alec Bohm. And that is out of play.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Missed with a changeup. Full count now.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. The flip to second, and a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Inside, and the count is even 2-2. Grounder off the pitcher. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Now batting Max Kepler. Two outs. In there at the knees. And it remains 2-2. Castellanos off of first with 2 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 2. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Young. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one popped up. Boom. And there's 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Over to first and 2 away to start the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So 2 down now, and here is Brett Beatty. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Gotta love the resiliency he's shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ranger Suarez out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Tanner Banks.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Gets a piece and stays alive. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. On the run. Throw to first. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. Mets strand 1. They trail it 3-2. Back here in Philadelphia, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one outside, 2-1. Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Bryson Stott, the next to hit. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Realmuto on at first, nobody out. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1.
Now batting, number 4.
And now the first baseman.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 down. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh.
The 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a big swing and a miss.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead at 3-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
Lindor swings through that one.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
The shortstop takes the ball. And it remains 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Slider misses outside. Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive, that's a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Making a move at first, pitch running here, Luis Angel Acuna. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Tanner Banks departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Pitching
the Phillies,
change here, Max Lazar.
number 60.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Juan Soto now. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. His 17th of the year, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance, and they found a way to fight back big time. Lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
One down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 down, nobody on. This to 3rd. Zips it to 1st, and that'll do it. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. 4-3 New York. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Stanek.
Well, one-run game. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Turner.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Bangs off the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And here is Kyle Schwarber. So the tying run at second. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. That one close, ruled the ball. 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there and out of here. That's worth the price of admission. His 9th homer of the year, and now they're out front. It's 5-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball down the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Stanek done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Now on the bump, Chris Davinsky.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. 2 outs. Swings through that one.
1 and 2.
Taps softly to the right side. Mauricio. Off balance throw in time. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. Last chance coming up here for the Mets.
Now pitching for the
Back
Phillies.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Jordan Romano.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Now a screamer into the outfield. March tracks it down for the out.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
So, last chance for the Mets. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 3.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And the tying run is on base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 outs, runner at first. Yeah, the batter now, Ronnie Mauricio. Not even close there. 2-1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, Blue, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. They'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long